Yo, what it do, guys? It is your boy, Leon Mookie here, back with you with another new part of What If Izuku Can Summon Eidolons from Final Fantasy 13. This is part 7, and the last part, we went over that of the battle trial, with Izuku and Ochako having that of a solid plan, letting Shiva deal with that of Bakugo. However, Bakugo was actually waiting for that opportunity to fight against Shiva, which turned the battle into almost close to that of a full-on brawl and beatdown. But even so, it was just giving Ochako and Izuku enough time to get up to see Ida and basically capture the bomb, as they were close. But due to the actions of the battle between the Shiva sisters and Bakugo, it made it harder and harder each time for the two heroes in training to get the bomb from Ida. However, as they were close to winning, they soon fail by that of disqualification, mostly because of the Shiva sister, being Shiva and Nyx, basically brutalizing and beating the living hell out of Bakugo, mostly because of all of the insults, the annoyance, and basically him trying to literally kill the two of them, even though that's impossible given that they're Eidolons after all. But even so, their actions went a little too far, causing Midnight to step in and for Ochako and Izuku to fail. Due to the Shiva sisters' actions, a few people in Class 1A keep their distance from Izuku, afraid that his Eidolon is going to go berserk on them next. However, for Izuku, he could care less on how people see him because he's used to, being looked down upon and being afraid of as well. All he cares about more is hoping that Bakugo is okay. So, with all that said, let's get into this, shall we, guys? As the day comes to an end, as it being one harrowing day, currently for Izuku, he's heading to the train station to go back home before being caught up by a certain bubbly and energetic pink dreadlock-haired girl, with then saying, "Hey, Izuku, how you doing?" With then Izuku looking at Mei, saying, "Hey, Mei, how are you?" "I'm just getting ready to head back home, that's all." With then she basically confused, saying, "What? Why are you so down? Normally you're a lot more cheerful than that." "Ooh, is it because you didn't get to spend time with me more and get to know about the babies I created? Ooh, you're gonna love it. I have to." With then, soon she noticed that Izuku is putting on that of a brave face before she steps down, saying, "What's with you?" With then, Izuku saying, "Huh? What do you mean?" "Nothing, there's nothing wrong with me," saying, Yes, there is. Normally, you're a lot more stuttering and a lot more cheerful and also somewhat nervous from time to time. Right now, you seem completely and utterly unenthusiastic and you're not really nervous right now. So what is the problem with you, Izuku Midoriya?" With then, Izuku couldn't help but sigh as he begins explaining it happened during Hero Foundation class, during combat training, actually. It's really important. And I did something I can't take back. With him explaining on what both the Shiva sisters did to Bakugo, costing him the win, which also probably cost him quite a bit of people to feel weary of Izuku. With Mei listening carefully, with then her saying, "Okay, so what?" With then Izuku having that of a look of pure and utter shock and disbelief, saying, So what? Mei, my quirk brutalized, beaten, and nearly basically crippled Kacchan. I put him in a freaking coma right now. I don't know I know he's gonna wake up soon, but right now I don't know if he's gonna be able to continue doing hero classes in the condition he is. I'm worried, that's all. With then she nodding, saying, I get that. I absolutely do. But what does that have to do with you, though?" With then soon Izuku is completely, utterly dumbfounded by Mei saying that. But then she explains, saying, "Look, I understand that what Shivas did were pretty rude and wrong. I get that. It seemed pretty, but did you forget that? Well, they're part of your quirk. Did they forget that some accidents happen like that? To be honest." And if I last checked, being a hero means defeating the villains by any means necessary and protecting people. Ain't that right? Then, soon, Izuku's eyes widening and shocked, within saying, "Well, yeah, but that... And I know it's a training exercise, but your quirk is basically overwhelmingly powerful. Heck, when I saw the beauty of both Brunhilde, Odin, and even the Shiva sisters, they were amazing. Seriously, biological life infused with that of mechanical life as well, and able to mecha shift into vehicles? That's amazing. A quirk like that's so close to that of an actual baby. I can't help but love that. But you do know, but would it also cause that them having that of a programming as well? Quirks may be biological, but every quirk, especially a sensing quirk, have that of simple programming. And normally, the main two programming is defend and protect the user. Basically the same thing, but in different meanings. Especially since they can have different ways of meaning behind the words. Then, soon, hearing that, Izuku was completely and utterly caught off guard by Mei's words. Then, soon, Izuku saying, "Mei, well, yeah, it's just how I feel though. And besides, I don't like seeing you all sad and depressed. It doesn't fit my little guinea pig after all, and the guy I like." Then, after she said this, basically with pretty much ease and not even struggling whatsoever, Izuku couldn't help but blush. Before then, he couldn't help but laugh and began going completely and utterly crazy on the laughter, before placing his head on Mei's shoulder. Before then, you could also hear that a whimpering a bit, while Izuku still have a smile saying, "God, I'm so lucky. I am so damn lucky that you are in my life, Mei Hatsune." With Mei somewhat confused about what's going on, she just lets it happen before placing her right hand on Izuku's head, patting him, saying, there. Then soon, currently back at UA, a few of the UA faculty are now in that of a meeting room as they began explaining about what happened during Class 1A's Battle Trial class. Then soon, Aizawa began looking at the footage of every single one. However, one particularly the most catches his attention, that being the battle trial between Izuku, Bakugo, Ochako, and Ida. Then soon, he couldn't help but sigh, saying, I actually saw this coming if that team actually got paired up against each other. Most of all, why the hell did you have to be paired? Why did you have to have a training session like that, All Might? Then soon, All Might saying, I thought it would work. I wanted to see what they were all truly capable of. Then soon, Midnight saying, I did think it was a little bit too advanced for those kids too early. I understand having faith in them, but then there's accidents like this that end up happening. All Might, then soon saying, I understand now. Then soon, Snipe saying, speaking of the situation, let's bring up Midoriya's quirk, for example. It literally went on a rampage and beat the hell out of Bakugo. And honestly, a quirk like that is way too dangerous. Then soon, Ectoplasm speaking up saying, not to mention Midoriya seemed like he didn't have full control over the quirk as well. It seems like he was more asking about what has happened. It could be he does have a link between him and his quirk, but he must have to check on the link periodically, unless he must stay focused on that link, or he may lose control. I'm guessing this must be the situation what led to the quirk going on a rampage on Bakugo. Within Mike saying, damn shame after all. A training practice basically turning into that of a one-sided beatdown, and a brutal one at that. So, what are you gonna do against this, Aizawa? Everybody looks at the shaggy hair and sleep-deprived teacher of 1A, within saying, nothing, actually. I'm just gonna leave things how they be. With then, soon, everybody's utterly shocked and surprised, with especially All Might. Hell, within soon, President Mike speaking up saying, whoa, hold up. Shota, you of all people would expel your students on basically anything that would seem ridiculous and stupid. You even expelled your entire class last year. Sure, you re-enrolled them though, in the day after, but still. Now you're saying that you're just gonna allow Midoriya to basically go on with his quirk, basically just going on a freaking brutal beatdown? With then soon Midnight speaking up saying our entire reason is because we were worried because you were worried about what Midoriya's quirk could do without any precautions to keep them in line. With then Aizawa saying exactly, and seeing that Midnight's quirk did work on Midoriya's quirk proves there are ways to subdue him without my quirk getting involved. Which means I might gonna need your help more than ever, Kayama. With then hearing this, Midnight couldn't help but sigh, saying, I guess I better clear my schedule from time to time in case hero combat training gets involved. As for the incident though, let's bring up the fact on how this happened. With then pulling out that of two folders, before then placing them on that of a projector screen. With then, soon all of the teachers in the meeting room began to see the files as it being both Bakugo and Izuku's permanent records. With then, soon, as I was saying, do you see anything different about about both Midoriya and Bakugo's junior high school records? With then, soon, Ectoplasm speaking up saying, the records are quite similar. They're except one little difference. One is known to use his quirk very actively, but mostly just out of slight activation from time to time, while the other uses his quirk. It's say that he does it in that of self-defense, which proves that one has used his quirk periodically from time to time when not given permission, while the other uses his quirk periodically without permission but in self-defense. With then seeing that of the correlations of the two, within saying, no, it can't be. And Eraserhead, surely that this, within, soon, Nezu saying, so, I see. It's most likely that both, besides the two being in the same school, they have history, and it's not a healthy one at that. With, then, everybody looking at the Chimera rodent principal of UA, the smartest creature on the planet, Nezu. With then soon Nezu saying, I looked over their records too. I look over the records of all of our students to make sure that they're worthy. At first, it was a little bit, unnerving that their records are always the same, with only a small little details here and there. But when I looked into their school, Aldera Junior High, it's basically a school that doesn't have a lot of prestige. If anything, it's your typical regular prep school that most children go to just to start out. Either that they join the workforce or go straight into high school, after all. However, this prep school has been trying their best to offer Hero Course students to come to UA and many other high schools with that of a Hero Course. Mainly us, or that of Ketobetsu, or especially that of Shuketsu. Not only that, it has quite a bit of a weird motto, to be honest. They always say that they want to have their students shine and basically improve quite a bit. However, certain students say that they had a pretty horrible time there, either due to bullying or due to teachers not really caring too much about them. The reason being, because they don't have that of a flashy, powerful, or well-useful quirk for hero work, to be honest. Not only that, a few students say that they are willing to use their quirks all the time, that they're only given that as slight slaps on the wrist and not truly punished for activating their quirks without permission. And it almost seems like they're basically telling kids that it's okay to use their quirks freely however they wish. And seeing that both Bakugo and Midoriya come from that school, and that and it seems like they don't have that of a healthy history, I believe it's only a speculation, but seeing the evidence in the condition that young Bakugo is in, it's most likely that young Bakugo used to bully young Midoriya, and young Midoriya constantly tries to use his quirk to defend himself from Bakugo. That is how I see the situation. With then, soon, hearing this, many of the teachers couldn't help but be disgusted at the fact that they allowed that of a bully into their school. With then, soon hearing this, Midnight saying, "That's truly unforgivable. How could we not see that coming?" With then, soon, Aizawa saying, "Because it's not on their records." Just as Nezu said, they've been trying to get students into high schools with hero courses, especially prestigious high school with hero courses such as ours. Having both Bakugo and Midoriya with that of clean, squeaky records with only a few blemishes here to keep them to just show that they're not as perfect as they thought they were, is a good way to basically get them into the course, even if they pass that of the entrance exam. Simple as that. Am I right? With then soon hearing that, everybody couldn't help but listen to Aizawa's sound logic to that, which now kind of puts the pieces together on why Midoriya's sentient quirk went berserk. With then, Ectoplasm speaks up. But then soon, Aizawa nodding, saying, "There's a theory about sentient emitter-type quirks. Emitter-type quirks are normally the true thoughts and thought patterns of the true person. When it comes to those with sentient quirks, they normally always keep their true thoughts and true identity a secret from others. But when it comes to the sentient version of them, they normally speak the true mind or speak things that normally the user doesn't want to say out loud or say to anyone at that. For Midoriya's quirk, on the other hand, they have never spoken or never said anything, not even the one that basically transformed into a horse during that of the quirk apprehension test that I made my class take. Instead, not even these two other ice ones at that. They mainly as I looked through the videos, they mainly stayed quiet throughout the entirety of the match in the fight as well. So it only makes sense that their body language, their actions, that's Midoriya's true thoughts, true idea and true motives behind how he truly feels. Is when he was brutalizing and beating Bakugo. Basically, it was a victim taking his rage on his former tormentor. With then everybody hearing Aizawa's comparisons, with many of them couldn't help but have that of jaw-drop looks. Some couldn't help but have that of stoic looks, of that of frustration, while that of Nezu still having that of a deadpan look with no emotion, but him clenching his paws say it all. With then soon, All Might, currently as Toshinori Yagi right now, can help but say, "And I allowed those two to fight. If anything, I should have stepped in beforehand, even before Midnight even used her quirk. When I saw what was happening, I thought Midnight can handle the situation better than I could using your quirk, especially using her quirk to make sure that it works. And since it did, it was a bonus, but at the cost of young Bakugo basically being brutalized and currently in the infirmary right now. How could I not? What kind of teacher and hero am I?" With then soon, Midnight speaking, saying, a teacher that is still new to the job, with then soon ectoplasm speaking up saying, "She is right, All Might. You're still new to this work, to this line of work. Many of us still struggled as that of teachers when we first started out. You'll get used to it, and once you do, you'll be ready. Remember that, All Might." With then soon hearing this from his new co-workers, supporting him and giving him comforting words, he can up and say, "Thank you. Thank you all." With then soon, the doors to the meeting room now open, as coming in being that of Recovery Girl, saying, "Just letting you all know that Bakugo is awake, and he's already left, and he's leaving UA." With then soon, all of the teachers couldn't help but be shocked and surprised hearing Recovery Girl's words, as they all scream out, "What?" With except Nezu. A couple minutes earlier, as the meeting goes on, Bakugo finally wakes up, with him having that of a bandage over his left eye, multiple bandages covering his mouth, and a few bandages covering his chest and even his forearms too. With then soon rising up from the bed with that of groaning pain. Within soon, Recovery Girl seeing this saying, "Looks like you're finally waking up, dearie. That means you'll have enough energy for me to give you one little healing, and then you'll be off on the way home." With then soon, Bakugo couldn't help but basically growl out, wondering where the hell is he, what's happening, and where the hell am I? Before then soon, she basically hits Bakugo on the side of his head with her, needle cane, within saying, "Quiet you. I don't want to cause any more pain than I already have." Within soon, she uses her quirk, kissing Bakugo, using what energy he did have to basically heal himself enough where he's able to move his arms properly and move his legs properly, and even began to talk, while still feeling a little bit exhausted before laying back down. As then soon, reaching for the bandages across his mouth, saying, "What the hell? Damn it, old hag, did you have to hit me?" But saying, yes, I did. Now, in case you're wondering, classes have already ended. You're currently still in the infirmary. I looked over you for the least the past couple of hours. I already contacted your parents as well about what happened, too. However, I didn't give them too many details. Just say that you were in here during that of a training exercise. So it's up to you if you want to tell them everything or not. Just let you know that, Bakugo. With then, she's saying, "Now, if you excuse me, I need to go and inform the teachers that you're awake and you're okay now. You can leave whenever you feel a lot more better, but I wouldn't. Given that, a few of your teachers may ask questions about what happened during the battle training. But knowing Aizawa, he already has that of a rundown and a basis on what went on too. So there would be no point. But it's still up to you." Within finally leaving the infirmary as the door closes, within Bakugo still laying down, as then everything that actually come full circle, as you remember the battle trial class, as he was fighting against that of Izuku and that of Roundface as well. Within trying to destroy Izuku, however, he summons that of the Shiva sisters, as then both sisters basically were putting him on his paces while he was also trying to do the same as well, overwhelm them and beat him in his own game, trying to prove that he is stronger than Izuku. However, each attempt basically ended up with him getting beaten over and over and over, to the point that they basically stopped and started brutalizing him, overwhelming him with their immense strength, causing him to basically black out entirely. As then all the memories began rushing back into Bakugo, as then tears began to run down his eyes, even through his injured eye. Within saying, I lost to Deku. I lost to him. Why? I'm supposed to be the strongest. I'm supposed to be number one. I was destined to beat that damn nerd. It was nothing but a stepping stone, a pebble in my way. I'm supposed to be number one. I'm supposed to beat everybody that stands in my way. Me. So why? Why did I lose to him? As Bakugo continued to basically whimper and continue to tears after finally accepting his true, utter defeat. With then, soon, outside of UA, Bakugo finally decided to leave, even before the teachers even got a chance to even talk to him. As soon as he's on his way to go back home, he soon sees a certain somebody that he didn't want to see, as it being Izuku, standing in front of his house. Within soon, Izuku couldn't help but flinch seeing the condition that Bakugo is in, before then sighing, saying, "You're looking good. Guessing Recovery Girl doing all she could to heal you up, right?" With then Bakugo not saying anything, saying, "Look, Kachan, I want to say I'm sorry. I'm sorry for what happened. If I knew what Nyx and Shiva were going to do, I would have." Within soon, Bakugo saying, "Save it, Deku. I don't want your damn apology." With then Izuku saying, "But I have to. I have to apologize. Because if I don't, I said, save it. I said, I don't want to hear it. You won. You beat me. Simple as that. Even if it came at the cost of me and I couldn't accept that. I refuse to accept it. You're stronger than me. But don't let it go to your damn head." As he couldn't help but clench his fist, as the two still haven't looked at each other, within saying, "I'm going to become number one. It's my dream. It is my destiny. Simple as that. So take this victory of yours and accept it while you can. Because the next time," as Bakugo still begins tearing up once again, saying, I'm going to win and beat your damn robot quirk. So just watch." With then soon, Izuku couldn't help but tear up as well, before realizing that, saying, "Sure, say what you want. I just wanted to say my words as well. See you tomorrow, or whenever, Kachan." With then soon, Izuku heading back home as well. Before then, Bakugo couldn't help but smirk, saying, "Damn nerd. You started calling me by that stupid-ass nickname again, haven't you?" With then entering the home. Before then, inside the Bakugo residence, a certain middle-aged woman can help but say, "What the hell happened to you, you damn brat? Seriously, on your second day, you really had to be injured so badly that you look like a damn mummy." With then Bakugo can help but scream out, saying, "Shut up, you damn hag! I'm fine. Just because these are just damn flesh wounds and scratches. I'll be fine tomorrow." With then soon the entire Bakugo residence, as it has always, scream and yelling of a typical family. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Love to read them. So, sorry that this isn't a long, part, unlike the last one and my other ones. The reason being is because I've been pretty stumped on this what if, to be honest. I'm unaware on how to move forward, to be fair, given that I kind of put Izuku in a difficult situation, to be honest. But then again, I've done that before in my other what ifs as well. But even so, I think I can get past this, just need a little bit more time. So, hope you guys can be a little bit patient for that. And also, this what if is starting to slow down some traction as well. So because of that, that may also uploads for this what if may be slow too. But who knows? I'm still going to give it a try and continue moving forward with it. Unlike that of, what if Izuku had that of Cloud Strike's powers, which basically lost traction entirely as a whole? So yeah, anywho, if you guys like this, please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification, keep update my videos and upload on the channel. Also check out my Discord, gaming channel, side channel, Patreon, and Cash App. All link in the description below. So, with all that said, this is Yamuki, signing out. Later guys, hope you all take care. Shiro Kitsune, do your thing, my lady.
Hi everyone, this is White Fox. If you liked Leon's video, click the video on the left to see the most recent one. And if you want to see more of this, click the subscribe button and notification bell and check out his playlists. If you still haven't subscribed, do so in the center. With that said, I hope to see you again on my love's channel. Bye!